Alright, this is our last video on Cyberstorm Access. The pre-sales are done, in the books. Now it's the regular sellers are out, card prices are dropping. So the question is, what cards should you be buying from Cyberstorm Access right now? I'm going to give you 6 cards that I think you should be buying. They're really, really cheap. For the most part, there's one card in double digits, but the rest of them are super cheap. 6 cards you should be buying right now with the pre-sales over from Cyberstorm Access. But before we get into that, I do have the results of the giveaway from Monday's video. Right here, this beautiful Red Eyes is going to Turtle Master 4. You got the giveaway. I'm going to be sending this quarter century Red Eyes out to you. I will get in touch with you, get your address. This guy is yours. Congratulations on that. All right. So if you like what we're doing, case openings, talking about new sets that are coming up, cards you should be buying. If you're into Yu-Gi-Oh, subscribe to this channel. We're at somewhere around 161, something like that. Let's get up there. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up like button. It helps us out tremendously and appreciate it very much. We'll be doing another video, 5 cards you should be buying on Monday. But let's get into these 6 cards that I think you should be buying right now from Cyberstorm Access. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring up TCG Player because now you can go on TCG Player. Do not look at TCG Player prices until Friday of release, the day the set releases, because that's when regular people can start listing their cards, and that is when the prices drop tremendously. And that's what you want to see. When it's in pre-sale mode, there are very few pre-sellers, and they keep the prices really, really high. But today, we can look at TCG Player and the prices are falling out tremendously. I am going to bring up TCG Player and talk about the 6 cards. So here we go. All right, the first card. This should be no surprise to you. If you've been following this set, Time Tearing Monogranite is a card that everybody wants. I have sold a ton of this card. So I've got a play set right here. This is somebody's play set that I already sold. But I'm just showing it to you so that you can see the card besides what's on here. This is a really cool card, and if you have a deck that you do not need to play hand traps, this is the card you should be considering. For the rest, this is what it says. For the rest of this duel, apply these effects. You cannot activate monster effects from the hand, meaning no hand traps. You can't play hand traps for the rest of the duel if you play this card. But check this out. This card is cool. I am going to be playing this in my Trap Trick deck because I think that I can play it with no hand traps. So for the rest of the duel, you get to draw 2 cards instead of 1 during your normal draw. And you get 2 normal summons, not just 1. That's pretty cool. The trade-off is harsh, but the benefit is tremendous if you can play it. And so what I'm saying, even if you can't play it in the deck you're running right now, there may be a time where you can run this card and it may go up. Right now you're looking at $3 TCG right here. But if you go down here, you can see the card is falling. It's about $3. And some change. You could get your play set. You won't have to pay shipping. So you'd be doing about $9. It's not, it might go down to $2.50. The problem is it might go up. It's such an interesting card and so many people want it. And one of the things that I can kind of help you with that a lot of people can't is I can tell you the cards that are moving. Because I can see the cards that are moving because we're moving them. This is a card that is moving a lot. It is selling like crazy for $9, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. I think I sell a playset for $9.50 actually. That's shipping included because I don't charge shipping. But this card is moving. It might go up. I think 3 is fair for what it is. So I am recommending you buy the card now. I think it's a good time to buy. Good time to jump in on this card. All right. The next 2 cards that I want to talk about are 2 cards that have to do with traps. This is another card that sells. This ridiculous looking card wannabe. This card sells. This card will search you a trap. You can depending on the number of open spells and traps that your opponent has, you can I can never say that word. You can excavate your deck up to that number of cards, and if there's a trap in there, you can set the trap. If there's a couple traps, you can pick it. So if you're playing a trap deck, Labyrinth, Eldritch, Trap Trick, maybe even Dinomorphia, this is a card that might be worth considering. It is super cheap. Look, you're looking at 50 cents, man. 50 cents a copy, and that's why I'm telling you to buy these cards, because they're super cheap. I do want to show you on this chart, though, that the card did go down to 50, and it is back up to about 65. I know that's not a lot, but you can see that the card is rebounding. I don't know how high it's going to go, but I think 50, 60 cents is a fair price for your super rare wannabes. I would be going in and grabbing a playset of this. I already got mine put aside. So wannabe, very good card. Those are 2 super rares that I've given you so far. The next 2 cards that we're going to go over are commons. I mean, these are as cheap as they get, but they are really good. And I wish both of them would have come in probably ultra. But they are what they are. The first one is Trap Tracks. Trap Tracks right here. This is another trap card. This is a cool card. You target one monster you control and destroy it. And if you do, you can set 1 normal trap directly from your deck. Trap Tracks it can be activated this turn. So this is going to be able to get you into your traps. I'm recommending this to you because Trap Trick was an expensive card for a long time. And you know, expensive, you know, a couple bucks. But it did have some value on it. This is another kind of version of Trap Trick. This is Trap Tracks coming in at common. 15 cents, man. 15 cents. All I'm saying is if you're ordering some cards on TCG, say you're ordering these 2 cards, you're going to spend like 10 bucks, whatever, you're going to order these 2 cards. Throw these in. Just throw them in. They're 15 cents. Grab a play set, have them. This is how you build a collection where you have the cards you need to do what you need to do in this game. And that is what I always try and do. I don't want to be the guy that is building a deck and realizes that I need to buy this dumb card that's now $1 and it was 15 cents. I just want to go in, I want to get it, I want to have it just in case. So I do recommend Trap Tracks to you. I'm not currently playing this in my Trap Trick deck. I'm not sure about it. I'm much more interested in this in the Trap Trick deck, but it is an option. The 4th option of cards that I think that you should be buying right now is a really cool one. I mean, this is basically Elder Enthus, and it's coming in at a common. Elder Enthus has always had value. It wasn't until I think Mavens reprinted the card and then it was pretty cheap. But even then, I think Elder Enthus in Mavens has rebounded a little bit. This is another version of it. I'll read it to you. If this card is special summoned, you can increase or decrease its level by 1. We don't really care about that. This card, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one monster. You can target one face-up card your opponent controls. So it doesn't have to be a monster. One face-up card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. So it doesn't destroy it. So cards that have the destruction protection, it just returns it to the hand. This is a card that might come in handy. And again, you're looking at 15 cents. Let's see if we can even get lower than that, which is ridiculous. No, 15, 17, somewhere around there is what you're looking at. I'm not saying run out and purposefully target this card, but if you're buying cards, throw a playset. You probably only need 2. Throw 2 in. What's it going to cost you? 30 cents? And then you have it. By the way, this card is primed for an OTS upgrade. You heard it here first. I am telling you, OTS upgrade on this card. I believe that it's coming. Maybe not in the next set, but within the next couple sets. The next 2 cards do have a little bit more value than the 4 that we talked about previously, and they are of higher rarity. But the next card that I think that you should be looking at is that secret rare Firewall Dragon. It's a beautiful card. I know everybody was disappointed when it came in secret rare. You should have expected it. You really should have. This card was just destined to be a secret rare. I know everybody was ultra bummed when this card was declared a Starlight. Again, you should have expected it. We expected it. We proclaimed it on this channel. We said this card will be a Starlight. It is. It was the only one we got right, but it don't matter. This card I knew was going to be a Starlight. It's a good card though. And look at the price on this thing, man. You're talking about a secret rare out of a set that just came out. You can pick this card up for under $4. I think it's worth it. It's fallen down. How far will the card go? I don't see the card going too much lower than $2.50, $3. So I think you're kind of pretty close to the floor. I think it's a fine card to invest in right now. But if you want to wait, I don't blame you. But it's a good enough card for $4 in secret. I would go in and get it. By the way, the Starlight Lulu is absolutely beautiful. Pulled this today. And what I pulled a couple days ago was the Gwem. I absolutely love this card. Beautiful. Super pumped about it. Actually, Cohen pulled this. Just an update on our Starlights. We've got some Lulus. We got a Gwem. We got some Gold Pride. I did not get the Starfrost yet, and I did not get the Firewall. So 2 Starlights we still have not gotten. Got a couple more cases to go through, so hopefully we hit. I want Starfrost. I want it, and I want to keep it. All right, the last card that we're looking at here is Ringo Worm. I think this is an amazing card. And look, if you play Bestials, Dragon Link, Sword Soul can play this. There are a lot of decks that can play this card. The new Mana Domes can tech this in if they choose. It is a tech option in all of these decks, but it's a pretty good tech option. And if it's able to be played in a variety of meta decks, and all of those are meta to some regard, Dragon Link pops up all the time. Sword Soul, Mana Dome is right on the cusp. It's going to get more support. This is a card you might want to buy. Now, it's under $10. I had been selling this card for $14 throughout pre-sales. In play sets, people have been coming, just clearing me out. I relist more. They clear me out again. This is a card that's moving. People see the value in it. At $10, I think it's a pretty good value. You can see it falling, but you can also see that little bit of turn where it's trying to hold on. The question is, will it be able to hold on? I think there's a chance it can. So I'm not sure that this is going to go much lower. I think 8, 7, maybe is the floor on this card. I would, if you want it and you play one of those decks you can play it in, I would seriously consider just grabbing it and being done. Those are the 6 cards that I think that you should be looking at from Cyberstorm Access. Some of them are as cheap as 15 cents. A lot of them are around that $3 mark. And then you do have the Ringo Worm, which is around $10, but I think it's worth it. The last video from Cyberstorm Access. It's been fun. We're going to be back on Monday with another video. Cards you should be, 5 cards you should be buying. My name is Todd from Go2 Cards, and we are out of here.